Welcome to our channel, Top 10s You Should Know. You've probably heard that actions speak louder than words. But when it comes to authority, actions don't just speak, they broadcast. The truth is, most people decide whether to respect you or follow your lead in the first few seconds of meeting you, often before you've said a single word. That's the hidden world of nonverbal communication. The way you stand, the way you look someone in the eye, even the way you enter a room, it all sends signals about who you are and how much influence you hold. And here's the best part. You can learn these cues. They're not about pretending. They're about amplifying the confidence and credibility you already have. Today, we're breaking down 10 nonverbal cues that instantly command authority, so you can walk into any room and own it without ever having to demand it. 1. The power stance. Standing tall with your shoulders back, feet firmly planted about shoulder width apart, instantly communicates stability, readiness, and control. A power stance makes you look like someone who can handle whatever's thrown at them. It's not about puffing your chest like a cartoon superhero. It's about owning your space without looking rigid. When you shrink into yourself, crossed arms, slouched back, you signal insecurity, and people instinctively lower their respect. A subtle trick? Shift your weight evenly, avoid constant fidgeting, and let your hands rest naturally at your sides. This creates an impression of calm assurance. Think about leaders you've seen on stage. They rarely look cramped or closed off. They let their body claim the ground, and in doing so, they claim the room. Over time, standing like this doesn't just change how others see you, it changes how you feel about yourself. Confidence moves from the outside in. 2. Eye contact. That connects, not intimidates. There's a fine line between holding eye contact to project confidence and staring someone down like you're in a standoff. True authority is about connection, not domination. Maintaining steady eye contact when you speak shows that you believe in your words. When you listen, it signals that you value the other person's input. The trick is to balance. Hold someone's gaze for a few seconds at a time, then naturally glance away before returning. It's about making them feel seen, not trapped. Avoid darting eyes, which signal nervousness, or constantly looking over someone's shoulder, which screams disinterest. In high-pressure settings, leaders use eye contact to ground the room, to make each person feel included. Master this, and you'll notice people lean in when you talk, not because you demanded attention, but because your presence quietly commanded it. 3. Controlled hand gestures. Your hands are a visual extension of your thoughts. Wild, frantic gestures make you seem scattered. Keeping them glued to your sides makes you seem stiff. The sweet spot? Controlled, purposeful movements that emphasize key points. Open palms communicate honesty and transparency. Pointing lightly can add emphasis, but overdoing it feels aggressive. A slow, deliberate gesture signals you're calm and in control of your ideas. Watch great speakers. They use their hands to guide the audience's attention, almost like a conductor with an orchestra. And here's the subtle magic. When your hands move with intention, your words feel more intentional too. If you've ever watched someone explain something with their hands tucked away and expressionless, you know how lifeless it feels. Use your hands as part of the conversation, and people will read you as confident, dynamic, and worth listening to. 4. The confident pause. Most people rush their words when nervous, afraid silence will make them seem unsure. But powerful people know that silence is a weapon. The pause draws attention. After making an important point, stop and let it land. A well-placed pause builds anticipation, makes your words seem weightier, and gives your listener space to absorb them. Think of great speeches. The moments you remember aren't always the words themselves, but the beats between them. When you pause, you signal you're not desperate to fill space. You're in control of the conversation's pace. It also makes people lean forward, waiting for your next word. Combine pauses with steady breathing, and you'll radiate authority without a hint of arrogance. 5. Taking up space without overpowering authority isn't about towering over others. It's about presence. Sitting at a table with your arms comfortably spread instead of tightly folded tells others you're relaxed and open, yet grounded. Standing with your stance firm but not aggressive signals you belong in the room. People subconsciously read space usage as a sign of status. Those who make themselves small often fade into the background. Those who subtly expand into the space seem important without trying. The balance here is key. You want to take up space in a way that feels natural, not like you're claiming territory. This is especially powerful in negotiations or group discussions, where physical presence translates directly into perceived influence. 6. Micro expressions that match your words. People trust what they see more than what they hear. If you say you're confident, but your facial expressions flicker with doubt, the message is lost. Micro expressions, those tiny split-second facial cues, reveal more than you think. A genuine smile when greeting someone, a raised eyebrow of curiosity when listening, or a slight nod when agreeing all reinforce authority by showing emotional alignment. Faking them never works. People pick up on insincerity instantly. Instead, focus on truly engaging with the moment so your expressions flow naturally. Leaders with strong authority often look like they mean every word they say, because their face tells the same story as their voice. 7. Smooth, deliberate movements. Jerky, restless movements make you appear anxious or impatient. Authority lives in control, moving with intention, even in small gestures. Whether it's picking up a glass of water, turning a page, or walking across the room, slow it down. The human brain equates smooth motion with confidence. Leaders don't rush because they're not afraid of losing attention. They know people are already watching. Practice being aware of your movements. Sit down without collapsing into the chair. Walk without shuffling. Gesture without flailing. Over time, it becomes part of your body language DNA. 8. A voice that commands without shouting. Volume isn't the same as power. You don't have to yell to be heard. In fact, the most respected voices are often calm yet firm. Speak from your diaphragm, not your throat, to produce a fuller, more resonant tone. Avoid the uptalk habit, where your voice rises at the end of every sentence, as it can make statements sound like questions. A steady pace, paired with varied pitch, keeps people engaged and signals that you're confident in your words. Remember, your voice is part of your nonverbal presence. It's not just what you say, but how you deliver it. Number 9, the strategic head tilt. It sounds small, but the way you tilt your head can either invite trust or challenge it. A slight tilt when listening shows engagement and openness, while keeping your head level when speaking conveys authority and conviction. Combine these subtly, and you become approachable yet firm. This duality is magnetic. People feel comfortable with you, but they also respect you. Leaders who master this cue can navigate both friendly collaboration and serious decision-making without shifting tone verbally. 10. Anchored feet, unshakable presence. When your feet shuffle, tap, or shift constantly, it signals nervous energy. But when your feet stay grounded, both literally and figuratively, you project stability. This doesn't mean locking your knees. It means planting yourself firmly, as if you're rooted in your position. In high-pressure moments, grounding your feet also calms your body, helping you think clearly. It's a small cue, but one that tells people, this person isn't going anywhere, and they know where they stand. So there you have it, the 10 nonverbal cues that instantly command authority. The magic here is subtlety. You don't need to overdo any of these. In fact, the more natural they become, the more powerful they are. These cues are like invisible armor. They protect your presence, amplify your message, and let people know you're someone worth listening to. Which of these do you think you already do naturally? And which ones will you start practicing today? Let us know in the comments, because your body is already speaking. The question is, what is it saying?